Hey everyone, it's Byron again. I'm here to testify for Jesus Christ. I wanted to cover an area that a lot of people don't think about, but that is spiritual wickedness in high places. And we see it manifesting through people. Sometimes it's hard to identify. Sometimes you can see it identified, but occasionally you can see through association how a person may have come to be how they are. Now, recently, Rodney Gordon and some people, I don't know how many it was, it didn't look like that many, they went on a protest through an area set up to be a playground for kids outside the Cook's Museum.
Arrest the police.
Later, a man confronted Rodney. Rodney justified the protest going through a children's play area in that Steve Perkins case made it justified. Rodney continued on, maybe in that video and another video, to say he's going to do it at your funerals. He's going to do it at this and that. Now, I want to just say this right here up front. Rodney's God is money. I'm going to show you this picture right here. This should explain everything. Rodney came from, he sent word to me back in the early 2000s that he had been saved. Not too long after that, I became aware he was working with Darius Creighton. Darius Creighton has some things about him. One thing, he's a prosperity gospel preacher. Here is where Darius Creighton admits that he started learning from Creflo Dollar.
And when I got there, my family and I, we began going to World Changers under the leadership of Dr. Creflo Dollar.
Correct.
Which was just an awesome opportunity for us. And in the midst of that, I heard the word of the Lord that said, sell out to me, quit your job, and sell out and follow Creflo Dollar.
Right.
And so that was what got me into ministry. And
Creflo Dollar is a prosperity preacher. And Creflo Dollar believes that we are little gods on earth.
I'm going to say to you right now, you are gods, little g. You are gods because you came from God, and you are gods. You're not just human. The only human part about you is this physical body that you live in.
Now, this comes all the way back from when the serpent tempted Adam and Eve in the garden, Genesis 3:4, and it said, and the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die, like if you eat of the tree, the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. For God doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. Now, right there where it says, then your eyes shall be opened. You ever see the Indian people, they put a dot right on their forehead? It's called a third eye, a pineal gland inside your body. They consider that like the third eye. These people believe that if you go through their steps, such as, let's just talk about Freemasonry for example. In one section of the Freemasons, there's 33 steps. There's 33 vertebrae in your spine. They believe the serpent power goes up the spine and gets into your head, and it opens your eyes. You can see a thing called an armillary. It's literally right here in town in Delano Park. That is the sign of witchcraft. That is the sign of sorcery. These people are into bad things. I'm telling you, it is spiritual wickedness at high places. Darius goes on to tell us about another man named Kenneth Hagin.
I remember Dad Hagin, Kenneth Hagin Sr., he made this comment. He says, you can't control the birds from flying over your head, but you can keep them from building a nest in your hair.
Let me show you Kenneth Hagin in action.
Drunk again!
So you wonder, now how does Rodney go from somebody that's preaching the Bible or has preached the Bible in the past and then use the scriptures to say he comes to you in power, get to the point where he's dancing to music like this?
I come I didn't come with the excellent speech of man. I come with the demonstration and the power of God. Let's talk about the power, baby.
Back in my old room, now I let the chains and you gotta teach us, maybe niggas talking Scarface, I'm on a real life. Man, I've been insane since we lost the safe. Man, it's been insane since they lost the place. We outside with the army, so you need to be. My boys rolling all around like they whipping gravy. Making suckers outside like it's boss baby. Ricky hanging on my side, it's really she moving crazy, it's like she wanted raw and crazy.
I'm telling you, these are the kind of people that we're dealing with. Yesterday I did a video called, well, I don't remember the name of the video, but it talks about the children of Belial, the children of nothingness, the children of worthlessness, these people, this tail that is attempting to wag the dog are the children of worthlessness. So what I want you to know, if the Steve Perkins case, if the officers did so wrong in the Steve Perkins case, then it's going to be through the judicial process, they will be dealt with. But I believe personally, Rodney is being paid to create more out of the Steve Perkins case than it really is. That means Rodney is hoping to provoke someone into another issue, such as an attack or something like that. They need more to help their case along. They need to show that it's racism. Right now, all they're showing is that, honestly, their case is built on calling lawlessness racism. They're talking about this one officer that chased a young man. All the young man had to do was press on the brake, pull over on the side of the road, stop for the officer. Everything's fine. They're blaming the officer for killing the young man because the young man sped away and wrecked himself. In the Steve Perkins case, it has not been proved who shot first. I did a video a couple of days ago. You can see it here on my Facebook page and on my YouTube channel. I think that Steve Perkins probably shot first. And if an officer is there to keep the peace, if the tow company is there to legally repossess, which it hasn't been proven it was an illegal repossession, there's just a lot of talk at this point. But if those things be the case, the officer fired in self-defense after Steve attempted to kill him, then everything else that's going on right now, these protests, etc., that is trying to make more out of the case than it really is. Because the only way for them to really, it seems to me like the only way for them to really have a case is to have more than what's involved here. So it's going to be very interesting going forward. Rodney's doing his very best to provoke someone to do something crazy, like parading through children's play areas, cursing in chants and things like that. And then challenge, like one parent or someone stood up to Rodney, say, man, you shouldn't be doing that around these kids. And Riley's like, well, this is about Steve Perkins. Well, Steve Perkins is there's lawyers hired by the family for the Steve Perkins case. There is a district, a prosecutor in the Morgan County area. There are investigations going on. There's all kinds of stuff in the motion. But see, Rodney has to pick more and more and more because his God is Mammon, and I think he's being paid. Rodney, if you can make this more than it is, you're going to get part of this settlement. So anyway, that's how I see it right now. We'll see as this thing plays out. I recommend that you don't try to do anything forcefully to give Rodney the money he needs, the money he wants. Look at him again. That's what he's after. He's after money, and he probably has been guaranteed to get a portion of a settlement if he can stir up something that could get through the courts. Right now, it's to be determined if this case can get through the courts like they want it to. I see you.